And welcome back. As you can see, Witch Farm is working. Spawning in there. Sometimes they stand around for a few minutes and then walk around. Other times they'll spawn in and immediately walk to the edge and jump off. And other times they will... Whoa! Hello, that was quick. Anyway, sometimes they'll just walk around for a bit and then walk off. But it's working. That's the main thing. Now, I'm going to head off to someplace else. I've just returned actually from a visit to the Ender Farm where I repaired all of my gear. After the last episode, after I finished recording that, I spent another probably an hour and a half or so down in those caves, lighting up more stuff. And then this morning, before getting in to record, I spent at least another hour and a half down there, lighting up more of the long dark. And I've got a good bunch of it done, and there's a whole lot more to go still. And I will be returning to work on that some more. But I think that now that the thing is working, that it's alright to head off, take a break, not get myself burned out on caving and witch farm tuning and so on. There's still a lot of work to do there, and I will return to it, but I don't want to burn myself out on it, so I figured it's time to head off for a little something else, a little something different for a little while. And I even have something of an idea what that is. As I'm sure most people know by now, the first 1.6 snapshot is out, and with that is the revelation that horses will indeed be added to Minecraft, have indeed been added to the snapshot. Apparently they're working with the creator of the Mo Creatures mod to bring the horses in. Hello. That was an explosion. Huh. Oh well. And so on. Anyway, so I thought it would be a good idea to scout out a location for and begin work on a stable. Because obviously 1.6 horses are going to be in. It looks like they're going to be a pretty good fast mode of transportation, so that sounds like an idea to just get in there and scout out a location, a place to build a stable. Now, while I do want to have one around here, around the main base someplace, and I couldn't begin to tell you where except maybe over there across the bay. That might be an idea. Somewhere across the bay overlooking the beach or something like that. But I think first I'm going to head out to the country estate because I think that might actually be an ideal first place to build a stable. So I'll head out to the country estate, I'll meet you there, and we'll get started on something. Alright, here we are, country estate. And let's see, let's head up on top of the house and get a better view. These vines are really handy. Alright. A good place to build a stable. I'm not exactly sure how big a stable would need to be. Obviously you want a decent sized barn that doesn't feel claustrophobic or cramped. And You're going to want at least one stall for each horse that you plan to keep there. And I would think that in addition to the building proper, you would want like a fenced-in area near it or adjacent to it, actually, where you would keep them. You know, where they would be set loose, basically. And I think before I get into that, it is time to do something about that cattle farm. There's just too many of those guys there. So let's see. My volume setting is down at 2%, so that shouldn't overwhelm things. A looting-free sword here. It isn't got flame on it, but that's okay. I don't mind using a furnace. Well, that's not a bad haul. Alright, let's go ahead and out here. Go ahead and put this beef up. Leather. And yes, I'm going to go back and get the ones I missed. Not that I suppose it matters, all things considered, but just simply for the sake of completeness. Alright. A lot better. A lot less cow-induced lag, and I think it's going to be a while before I breed them up like that again. I mean, all things considered, I don't really need to. Not bad. Okay, now, for the location... Oh, wait a minute. I need to put that sword away. Alright. Alright, for the location for a stable. Thinking, let's see... Not too far from the house. Actually, it might be a good idea. Just park it over here. Clear some more of these trees out. Level this ground. And maybe right along in here. This goes over here to the river. This way. And it also goes over there to the river this way. It just kind of... The river bends around this little tip of land. And let's see, is this a cave or is this what? This is almost nothing. It can be filled in. Alright, so I think first thing I'm going to do here is, well, let's see, yeah, alright, let's duck inside and see if I have an axe in here. I should. Anyway, get an axe and cut down a mess of trees. I would have thought I kept an axe in the ender chest. I need to remember to do that. I've got a good one back at the witch farm, but I'm not going all the way back there just for that. Alright, so I'll get myself an axe mate, get a bunch of trees cut, and start leveling some ground, and I'll be back. Alright, got a good number of the trees here cut down, out of the way. Still picking up some saplings and whatnot. I think I'm going to have a decent little stable here, and this will be kind of a prototype for the rest of them. You know, I need to bring in some sand and fix that. Alright, let's get started on some leveling the ground here. For example, I don't want any gravel on the surface, obviously. I don't know, I might use some in pathways or something, but random bits of gravel, no thank you. Alright. I think some of this is old creeper holes, creeper blast holes way back when. Just cut down, fill in the hole over there, and start laying out where this thing's going to be. I really do like this shovel. Efficiency 5, unbreaking 3. You can't hardly beat that with a stick. Makes clearing terrain so much easier. Stuff picked up. Okay. Now let's see. That's okay. I gotta finish filling this in. Grab some more of this dirt. Cover these torches. And I need to get that little cavelet wannabe thing filled in. What is with that burst of lag? I don't have anything going on here right now. Especially after killing off all those cows, I shouldn't have any lag around here. That was weird. Alright, let's get this filled in. And while I'm doing this, I should kind of want to take a minute here to address something. I talked about this in a vlog recently, but I know that not a whole lot of people who watch the Minecraft videos bother with the vlogs, and that's cool. Different interests for different folks and so on. But recently, yesterday, I saw a couple of videos, one by Assassin, one by Generic B, in which they're talking about basically they're kind of done with vanilla Minecraft, pretty much. And as a matter of fact, Generic B said so as much, that he wasn't going to be doing any more Hermitcraft vanilla episodes. And that's cool, you know, people's interests change over time. That happens. And there's nothing wrong with that. But because I've noticed there's a bunch of people talking about that, and there's been a person or two that have asked me about where I stand with that sort of thing. And frankly, I have no intention to stop with vanilla Minecraft anytime soon in the foreseeable future. Because honestly, I think there is still a lot of unlimited potential with this thing. Because even if I have actually built every kind of thing you can build, every kind of machine, every kind of building, or whatever that you could build in Minecraft, there is still the fact that, you know, it's an ongoing story. And that's how I treat it. You know, it's my Minecraft adventure, and that adventure is an ongoing story. It continues on. And so it will continue on. I'm going to bring some sand in and fix this up proper later on, but I don't want this hole here on the ground, so I'm going to fix it up a little bit now. Anyway, I think this is from back when sometime when I needed some glass, and this was the only sand handy. I hadn't located any other in this area yet, so I just came out here and I stripped out the beach, such as it is. And besides, that gives me something to do with all this dirt that I just dug up out of the yard over there. Alright, that'll do for now. Okay, I'm going to come in here and grab some daylight, and then we'll start figuring out how to lay this place out. Alright. I've already gone ahead and made up some fence, just to start laying out a general lay of the land here. Let's see. Well, if I start over here on what is pretty much going to be the south side of it, go ahead and lay down some fence here. I mean, this isn't exactly a pasture area, but there's horse barns do have a kind of a small field-like area attached to them, where the animals don't have to be in the stalls 24/7. So that's a decent start, I think. I am going to torch the fence up. If I can learn to aim, I will torch the fence up. And I will revisit that thing later and address the OCD about just exactly how everything has to be spaced and so on. Alright, we've got plenty of spruce wood here. Let's use some of that. So if we have a barn coming right up to the fence, without having stone right up on the surface. Alright, let's see. The stalls. They look like pretty good sized animals. You know, I saw a couple of snapshot videos about them. They look like they're pretty good size, so I'm thinking a stall should probably be at least a 3x3, something like that. Okay, so a 3x3 and fence, or maybe just fence gates across the opening here. And just come over here. There's another good question. How many stalls to have? There's 3 laid out now. I could lay out another one right here. That brings us just about to where the fence comes to here. Frankly, it would probably be a good idea. Go ahead and bring this fence over a block. Or maybe 2 blocks and just have it, 2 blocks. Have it in line with the edge of the building there. I'll need to bring in some more fence and fence gates and stuff. Alright, let's see. So we've got 4 stalls laid out. I think that probably should be enough. Let's see. We'll want an opening over this way and on that side. Three wide doorway. And along this side there should be storage for feed and saddles and horse things and whatnot. I don't know what it's all. I don't know hardly anything about horses, so horse things is my description of the paraphernalia that goes with horses. That's a technical term. Horse things. Alright. 3 wide doorway, 4 wide, or 2 wide? Minimum of 2, I would think. Fence gates with pressure plates or something, perhaps. And windows. Something like this is not complete without windows, openings. At least not in my mind. Something like that. Just kind of totally spitballing here by the seat of my pants. Like I said, I don't really not much about horses. You know, they're big and they eat grains and hay and stuff like that, and they make horse apples and so on. But other than that, very little. All right. Let's try that. I think that ought to work. Yeah, I think that looks good. I think that will work. So let's carry that theme over on this side. Let's see if we can turn this into something that looks halfway decent. Be helpful if I could actually aim properly. Okay. I think that's the beginnings of something that looks reasonable. Now, between the stalls, I'm not sure if that should be planks or just more fencing or what. So I'm leaving that up to input from y'all. What do you think would look better? And let's see. I know I've got a lot of window space, and barns don't typically have this much window, at least no barns that I've ever seen. But I like having lots of window. I like to be able to see what's going on around me and stuff like that. So lots of windows in the barn, it works for me. In fact, I think, let's see, what have I got for glass around here? One stack. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Won't last long if I keep doing that, though. Okay, that's starting to look pretty reasonable, I think. Probably going to want to do something different for lighting. Something that doesn't involve torches. Maybe redstone lamps. Might go crazy and get a bunch of glowstone in here. And I'm not going to have enough glass. Okay, let's start here. And of course there needs to be a roof. The thing needs to kind of... I'm thinking not quite a sharply peaked roof, you know, angle up and then go over and maybe angle up again. Kind of sort of try to make some kind of a dome shape, or, you know, the not sharp peaked roof that barns typically kind of have. Okay, yeah. I'm going to give that some thought and see what I can come up with for an idea while I go and get some more glass.